Greetings and welcome, everyone. It's All You Can Geek Moviecast, episode 560. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Guest, joined by Mike Sneedy.
What's up?
Corey Feinsod.
Hey.
And Tony Korkanakis.
Yo.
That's right. For all of us, we are here.
Count them.
Yeah. So, guys, welcome, listeners and viewers, to 560 of the Moviecast. It's been exciting. It's been exciting, actually, this week with the Bond trailer just dropped. Do we care?
I think
I'd never
saw
care.
half.
Yeah.
Of it.
Not too much.
I think I saw half of it without audio.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet, and I'm usually the person on this podcast that would maybe defend James Bond, Daniel Craig, but I'm ready to move on myself. Like, I'm just ready for it.
I think that's what they were going for with this trailer. From what I saw, they have scenes from all of his movies, and
This is it. Yeah.
him closing it out or whatever.
Mhm.
Fucking
Okay,
good
so-
riddance. Get out of here.
Anyways, let's kick it off with I'm gonna do box office. Yeah, we'll do box office first. Which had some $22 million for Candyman. Interesting. Low budget, like well done movie, apparently, from what I'm hearing.
And it was only released there, nowhere else, right?
And only released, rated R, for the theaters, and only released in the theaters, and 22 million. Free Guy's still doing really well. Free Guy's 13.2 million again. Good hold, really good hold.
Yeah.
This is what, fourth week?
Fourth, yeah, I think so. Maybe it's third.
4 or 3. Yeah.
It might be a
Three or four.
third. But I think it did I feel like it did 13 million last week. You know what I mean? Like I'm like,
Yeah, is that even right?
no, it is right. It's the third weekend.
Okay.
The third weekend. So really, it's perfect. It's a good hold.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, the rest of the box office is there's really nothing going on besides that. So, I mean, we got Paw Patrol 6.7 million, Jungle Cruise, which by the way got a sequel ordered today. So we're
Nice.
getting Jungle Cruise 2. I was just saying to Amanda, I'm like, I really want to watch this movie. I mean, we both like the Rock. He's always fun to watch. And now that it's got a sequel, it gets me more interested. And the only thing I'm going to do is wait for this probably for Disney Plus for free, because at this point you might as well wait the other 30 days more.
30 days.
And yeah. So at this point I'm going to wait, but it's interesting. So we are right on the cusp of Shang-Chi.
This week.
What's your guys' plans for that?
I would like to try to see it. I think
I'll do a matinee.
yeah, I think if
I think
you
a
go
matinee
at
works.
times that are less
Yeah.
crowded might be ideal.
I think
Maybe
I
not
think
the
that's
most
probably a good
popular
idea.
theater. I don't know, we'll see. But
Yeah, I think you pick a quieter theater at a middle of the day, and I think that, where you can see the seats you can pick and then go. Like I think Sinopolis might be the one in Hackettstown. Kind of pick that one, and then you can pick your seats, pick it during the day, and then you're good, So
Mhm. Definitely want to try to see it though. It's I want to support the movie.
Yeah.
I do too. And
I
that's what I'm
posted
trying to figure out.
the pre-sales are pretty good, actually.
Yeah, it's great.
Higher than
Yeah.
I think we thought they were going to be at this point. And I think they said it's 2/3 of what Black Widow was at the same point, like up to release. So
Oh, that's better than I expected.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Like good, So they're saying I think 75 or whatever. I literally just posted the link.
Oh, 75 total? That's a lot.
Opening weekend.
Oh, I mean, that's still a lot more than I would expect.
I don't think it's gonna get that much.
Yeah. Without Disney Plus, I don't think it gets that. I think it could hit around what Black
There
Widow
it is.
did in the theater.
3 days, 65 to
I see it.
70. 4 days, 75 to 80.
That's the estimates. Oh, it
Yeah.
is Labor Day weekend, right?
Yeah.
No,
That's right. Yeah, it is Labor Day weekend. So yeah, I mean, we won't have 100 million still. We're gonna have a little while for that, I believe. But yeah. So yeah, interesting. You know what's funny, guys? I haven't even clicked on the general chat all day. Like it's been nuts for me. So but the cool thing is I have gotten to play some games and I have gotten to watch some stuff. So it is positives. Any free time I have besides watering my lawn, planted new grass, and that takes like 45 minutes. When I plant your entire yard, you have to I don't have a sprinkler because it keeps breaking, so I keep using my hose to manually water my grass. But it's been 3 weeks now, so it takes like 45 minutes of my free time up twice a day. So that's been a lot. But anyways, so I have gotten to watch some stuff. And And of course, now I'm going to blank on the extra stuff. But I will say that I was able to finish Demon Slayer. Yes, Demon Slayer and the movie. So
nice.
I am fully caught up. Thanks for the inspirational words there, Tony. Just get the shit, just watch it. So I did bear it. Like, I got off this podcast last week and I was like, I'm going to go to sleep. And I'm like, you know what? No, I'm going to finish this episode. I'm going to finish this anime and then I'm going to watch the movie the next day. And that's exactly what I did. So I watched it and everything. And the movie was, the animation was so good, so smooth in that movie. The story was fine. I felt like it did feel a little bit like a movie, an OVA movie, but it is part of the storyline, which kept bringing me back into it. Like, I felt like, because it was a movie, the middle of it, I'm like, okay, this is not the finale. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have the same impact as an episode.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I knew that there was more to come. Like, as he was stuff that was going on. I'm trying not to give up much story, even though it's been old now. But like, the main encounter you thought was going to be the main encounter was halfway through. So I'm like, this is not the main encounter. So I'm like, okay, what's going on? Yeah. So that kind of gave me the heads up. But, I still enjoyed it. The animation's so good in that. And Mr. Rengoku he's so awesome.
Yeah,
like, I just, so awesome. If you haven't seen it, guys, if you want to watch it, check it out. I finally did. And I'm ready for season 2. Like, I can't wait. So, I'm watching other stuff. I didn't even finish Kenshin today. I have 30 minutes left in the first Kenshin movie. I haven't gotten to sit down and watch that like I thought I would. It is following the OVAs pretty well, and that's fine. I've seen that and I know the story pretty well, so I can pop in and pop out right now. But other than that, I'm trying to think of what else I've really watched, and I can't think of anything at the moment. But What If? I caught up on What If as well. So I've seen all the What If stuff as well. So caught up on that, but I'm sure we'll talk about that soon with you guys. We watched, we talked about Star-Lord, Black Panther last week a little bit. I watched that episode. I really liked that episode a lot. It was interesting to see T'Challa as that character, completely different hero. Like, completely, people like, this guy's awesome. It's unlike Star-Lord being a jerk. Everyone's like, he's the man. But so I'm enjoying the What If stuff. It's interesting and cool. So that's it for me. Tony?
What If, and one thing I managed to watch other than that was I was in a weird mood, so I was just like, let me just randomly try a show that, like, so many people have recommended to me over the years as the new, like, animated comedy to watch, and I kind of regret it, but I finally watched, like, Rick and Morty, and I
like that show.
I don't, like, I'm not saying it's bad, but, like, it's just not for me. Like, for instance, I only watched the first 2 episodes, the first season, which includes the pilot and just whatever. But I was just like
to see now.
I got like a hit out of me. That's it.
No, I get your reactions on those, because for the most part, I would say most of my episode reactions are that. But there's been like 3 where I'm just like, incredible episodes, and I'm just like, I was laughing like crazy. Those 3 were so good that I'm like, I want to watch more to see if you get more of that reaction. But for the most part, you're right. I'm like, it's good. I mean, it's not have to watch
the same
it.
Reaction to that show.
Yeah, and that's fine. But it's just like, I'm like, I don't know.
It seems like I don't. Yeah, it's like one of those things where it's, did I miss the like boat on this? Or am I too old for this? Like, I don't know.
That's what I feel. I'm like, I'm too old. Like that.
The Pickle Rick episode, everybody should watch that episode. I'm sorry. Pickle Rick it's an amazing episode. It really is.
Yeah, I'll have to find the show.
You can, and the show is set up so you can just, as long as you know the characters, you can just watch the show. It's not like you have to watch them in certain order. There's more story to that, but you don't have to. And there was a couple other ones that I think the marriage counseling episode was really, really hilarious. That one I found really funny. And then there's one other one I can't think of, but so anyways, what else?
That's it for me.
Okay. Mike?
So I was able to, actually just last night, I caught up on the 2 episodes of Titans I haven't seen yet. So I'm current with that. Pretty good. I like where they're going with it mostly. It has become a Batman story without Batman a little bit.
I love when they do that, don't you?
That's so weird.
But it's really the Red Hood stuff.
I see this prominent. I keep seeing that on the promos, and I'm like, I do want to watch it because of that. But it's interesting. There is one thing that seemed very, very convenient, which I hope they explain later on. Like, I won't go into it because it's pretty
heavy spoiler territory, although you could probably guess, like, there's so many ways a Red Hood thing can go, and one of those ways was here, and just the location of something was extremely convenient for that, but whatever.
Talk about convenience. We'll be covering that in the Gamecast for those. Give you a preview.
All right.
Of a game that I've played.
But I like it, and Vincent Kartheiser, I like his stoner take on Scarecrow. It's interesting. It's a different take on him, but it's good. I think it's funny. It's also, I just like seeing him, even though he's a hated character in Angel as Connor. One of the more hated characters, I think, like on TV that I can recall. But I always said you were kind of supposed to hate him. He was always supposed to be a little brat in that show.
Yeah.
You know, now he's older and he's just this weird sort of stoner Scarecrow, and it's interesting. I like it. I like the changes. I like most of the changes. Some of them seem kind of dumb, but I do like the whole, you know, just where we are in time in the not so distant future. And then there was also Starfire stuff too, but I really don't care about her arc too much. It's not good, I don't think. But whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Is that it?
That's it. Just those 2 episodes. I'm surprised I've watched that much.
Okay then, Corey.
Since I wasn't here last week, I did get to watch a few bad things here. I did go back and watch all of the other Evangelion movies, just so I had them all fresh in my memory. And there, it's great. It's good stuff. So I love those. I watched the Star-Lord episode of What If, like you guys, and I'm just not feeling this show. I don't know. It's it's just I haven't even watched the newest one that was out last week, or I haven't looked forward to the one coming out tomorrow. It's like,
but the new one weird. The new one has Coulson in it a lot.
Okay.
I don't know. It's cool. No, I'm just saying back.
It's been like a week. It's like I'm watching this. I'm forcing myself to watch it. So I felt like I wasn't looking forward to every episode of Loki. I was like, I couldn't wait Wednesday or whatever. Couldn't wait till it came out. And as soon as I had the chance to watch, I'd watch it. This one, I was like, it's just like it doesn't feel that important, I guess.
But that's how the comic was supposed to be.
No, exactly, and that's fine, and I understand what it's going for, and I don't mind it. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's really cool. Like, I love the concepts, and I was like excited to see which ones they would do and if they would pull off certain what if stories from the comics and stuff. But yeah, I know it hasn't really hit me. It hasn't clicked for me yet. It's kind of
I'm not saying
boat with Captain
Genocide. Captain Genocide. Come on, Captain Genocide.
Yeah, no.
You can't tell me you didn't laugh at that part.
No, it was weird seeing Thanos in that situation.
Wasn't it? I thought that was so. He was like such a pushover, and I'm like, man.
Yeah. And then he gets beat by his own his own children of Thanos at the Anyway,
I'm big enough man to admit I'm wrong.
I did think the Collector was a much cooler character in this, but the thing with
and Howard the Duck.
I feel like this is got the same feeling for me as Falcon Winter Soldier. Like, it just never really felt like it. That's how I feel with this one.
I would say this is less impactful than that, but I'm still enjoying, because this is just.
I'm not talking about impactful as far as impact.
Not impactful, but in terms of interest
with it.
No, but in terms of interest, this is more of fun side stories for what we just learned about the multiverse. Essentially, this is okay, well, here's this side of the multiverse here. What if this happened? And here you go. You can see what happened.
Sure. Yeah. No, like I said, I think that's a really cool idea. I don't think it's a bad thing. It's just not clicking for me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, to each your own. But I think not saying it's you, but maybe the mentality of it. If you're going and being this has to tie to the greater MCU.
And I'm not going into that because I know what it is.
Yeah. I know. I'm just saying the expectations are probably different, but I mean, whatever. It's a 20-minute cartoon, I don't know. Yeah. The third one I thought was interesting.
It's a little longer than 20 minutes.
It's 22.
Yeah, no, some of them are 30. They're 30-minute ones.
It says 30 minutes, but it's 8 minutes of credits, man.
Oh, there are tons of credits. You're right.
It's how it is.
It's not anime short. It's not anime short, but it's short. Yeah. Anime short. Anime is like you have 4 minutes of intro, then you also have 6 minutes of the credits with the preview at the end.
Yeah.
So you really only get like an 18-minute episode.
Yeah.
Well,
But I
22
don't know.
used to be the standard half-hour like actual runtime with.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Whatever. I'll go check it out after the episode. But I think it's closer to 20 than it is to 30. Anyway, I think there will be some payoff though for watching the show. I'm not sure how, but I just have this feeling, especially when you compare excuse me, the end of the second episode. If you watch the post-credit scene, did you guys see that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, wait, there's a post-credit scene?
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
I always scrub through all the
credits. Maybe it's not a post-credit scene, but
it's I don't think it's.
What was it?
After
you guys can tell. I mean, can we talk about it on this?
Yeah,
I don't mind getting it spoiled.
It's Peter. It's Peter Quill being approached.
Yes, yeah, in the Dairy Queen, the end of
it.
Yeah,
it's not post-credit. I think it just happens right at the end of the episode.
It does, and it's like, oh, of course, this could end the universe, but
something like that. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I think we will see some sort of payoff. And did you watch the third episode, Corey, or no?
No, I didn't even watch that one because I just haven't been compelled to watch it. I usually catch them when I can, but like
yeah. No, I mean the third one. Jim, did you watch it?
Yeah,
he said he was caught up. Yeah,
I'm caught up.
I thought that was an interesting twist. It was more of like a.
It was definitely more flat, and it was more flat than the first two for me. But it was an interesting, like, wow. But you kind of knew where it was going. I knew where this whole thing was.
This was totally one of those like random what ifs that was like totally dark. And it's like because that's how they could be, and that's what I appreciate about the What If series. Like, in my opinion, I never bought any, but like I'd be at the comic store and like be like, what if, and then whatever. I'm like, oh, that's kind of interesting. And my comic store was cool. They
I liked the what if Hulk had a son, that like because it tied directly into Planet Hulk.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this one was interesting, and
I'm looking forward to the zombie episode.
Yes, the zombie episode. We know we're getting that.
My feeling with this, though, like even on that, like if any of these like ideas were really that good, they would become something like Old Man Logan. Like they would explore it and make it its own thing.
Well, sure, they do those eventually. Like I'm pretty sure.
Well, I think the comic there's like a fairly good storyline for some of these. They're not like just one comic book and like that's it. Like they do have like multiple issues and stuff like that. But in any case, I that's what I've been watching. I also have been watching The Office again, and that's just like it's an evergreen. Yeah. It's like it just does not matter like that. And what's funny is
something I would love to see a what if, like the Office version, like what if, and like
Yeah, like what's crazy is that show. It's where was I going with this? It's one of those things that people say like, oh, I wish like I'm so jealous of you being able to watch The Office for the first time. Yeah. And like people say that, right? It's like, oh, this is you get to experience this thing for the first time. But with The Office, it's like I love the fact that I can go back and then revisit those times that I watched The Office for the first time. Like, oh yeah, I can go back and have those like reminiscing moments of when I was watching it and kind of re-experience it again and have a better appreciation for things that happen or will happen and stuff like that. It was just it's been a surreal experience in that sense. Whereas like some things I do wish like, oh, I wish I could watch this or read this for the first time again. But with this show, I appreciate being able to go back and remember what it was like to watch this. And what was it, start in 2005, something like that show?
Something around then. Yeah.
It's been a while, right? So that's even earlier. I don't remember, but
something around there.
Yeah, it's so good. And then I did want to mention I did watch the Spider-Man trailer because I didn't get to talk about that at all from last week. I know you guys mentioned it a bunch. I did listen to the episode, and it does seem like they're doing a Sinister Six thing, and I'm like curious to see. And I do agree that I do believe that we are getting the other Spider-Man in these movies. In this movie, I'm just curious to see how Doctor Strange is how this is all gonna be impacted, because it does seem like he's the one that causes all this, but like I don't think he's doing it without a reason. Like I think he's got alternative motive here because
ulterior.
Oh yeah, there you go. It's like something that's something like it doesn't like it just seems so silly like for him to be like, all right, we're gonna do this thing that
again
probably shouldn't do.
It might be just how the trailer is cut, but he does seem very, gung ho about. Ooh, I can do a magic thing that'll fuck everything up. That'll be fun.
Like no, there's definitely something else going on. I think that he's got something that he's trying to work out. for sure. Because this doesn't make sense. And then obviously we know that like Multiverse of Madness is coming after it. So I don't know if this is how it's gonna set it up, but there's definitely something in this movie that's setting that movie up for sure.
Yeah, like maybe this is the thing that helps break out that the multiverse in the MCU, where it's like, oh shit, like now things are really like floodgates are open, like just villains coming, villains going,
Yeah, and I mean this is, I would assume we'd get maybe like a Miles Morales hint or something here, or even just have the character. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. I think so.
Yeah.
But I think so.
All right. That's it.
All right, let's get into some news. What was I looking up here? Actually, there was one thing you were talking about. Oh, the Ava movie the movies are next for me, by the way. Now that I know that there's an ending that I want to watch, so I'm going to watch those next. All right, news. Cobra Kai season 4 is coming out at the end of this year, and guess what? Season 5's already been picked up.
Oh,
thank God for Netflix.
I love when Netflix is gung ho about something. They're just like, okay, 2 seasons, 3 seasons, sure, let's keep going. Like Stranger Things, everything gets getting picked up. So that's good news for them.
Jupiter's Legacy, apparently.
Yeah, except for
I know you like that show, Jim. Unfortunately, that ended really like on a pretty interesting, not cliffhanger, but interesting.
I like the twist on that. Yeah,
that was it. No more.
I mean, it's over with now, so I can probably just give. Is anybody ever going to watch it? Like the uncle was the mastermind behind the entire plot, and I thought it was really cool that was the big twist. But obviously it's not going anywhere. So I just told you all that. It doesn't matter because you never have to watch it. So, but it was a really cool twist. We have some set photos from Resident Evil. Did you guys check these out? The Leon action hero.
It's three pictures or something. It looks so B movie like.
Doesn't it? I got the same vibe.
Like made for TV almost.
Yes. I got a made for TV.
I've seen cosplay better for all these characters.
Yep.
Well, I mean,
Leon Kennedy, man, like what a disappointment.
I'm like, is that Leon?
That's like, come on.
Yeah. I just don't understand where they're going. I didn't think that was. I was like, that's the best they can get, really. The
thing is, my understanding though is these movies are very profitable. So I guess
because look at what they're making them on. They're making them for like $4 million.
I know. It's just disappointing to me. Like that series could honestly deserve like a critically acclaimed movie out of like you could pick the best.
The first one was unique, I think, for a video game because they took the concept of Resident Evil and then they said, let's make a movie that doesn't like follow the storyline, so that way people surprise and give people like something. Watch.
That's what all video game movies were back then. They never even touched the storylines. No, they were nothing like. What storyline did Tomb Raider follow? What storyline did the original the 1990 Super Mario Brothers follow from the game? They didn't just follow anything from the games ever. That was always the problem.
The characters were the same. Alice was a brand new character. Like Tomb Raider followed Lara Croft, and Super Mario Brothers followed Mario and Luigi.
Yeah, almost.
It's a different character. But in any case, I just think that had a really neat promise, and then they said, well, fuck it, we're just gonna do Resident Evil 3 video game and make that into a movie for the sequel, and then it just went downhill from there.
It did. I don't know. I mean, yeah, you're right. This doesn't look good, but
what's her name isn't in this, right? Mila.
No, this is a completely new cast.
Completely new.
Reboot.
All right. What else we got here? Oh, you know what? I didn't even know this news hit. DC FanDome. 2021 is happening actually this year, October 16th.
I told you
this is a one day.
No, I never doubted it wasn't going to happen. It's just now we got confirmation.
It's going to be 1:00 Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific.
Yeah.
We're going to get the Batman, Aquaman 2, some Flash stuff, all movies, DCEU movies.
None of this stuff will be out by then, so.
No. Yeah.
Be out by when?
Exactly.
I mean, I wonder do we get our first Batman teaser here? Is that what we get?
I would hope so. I mean, we don't see the Batman teaser by now.
I mean, another teaser. We
already got it one last year. So.
Yeah,
if we don't get a preview,
preview, done with filming, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
so
right.
They'd have to have something.
They'll have to have something preview wise. It's gotta be. Do you think it's the first trailer then? I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It has to be the first trailer. Otherwise, what are they gonna show it with? They don't have.
I think
they've had screenings already too.
I honestly think we get a. I think they
There's-
had screenings.
That supposedly there's stuff out there that people have seen or commenting on. There's a large cut that may
There's
not
like
be
a rough cut or
theatrical
something that
Yeah,
they
it's like
to,
3+
like,
hours
show.
that they showed a few people, and
Yeah.
there's like leaked impressions, but so there's stuff that they can show to someone, but it may not be what we get in the end. I don't like hearing immediately though that it's over 3 hours, and you know that it'll never get there when it's actually theatrically released, and I feel like that's been the problem.
Most movies.
I don't know, yeah, but
Probably gonna be like 220,
but
210.
I bet you. Yeah.
with DC, that's been like the biggest problem with all of their movies that have come out. Like they're way too long.
Oh, that's the biggest problem.
I think it's a huge problem. I think if we got the director's cut version of Batman v Superman, it would have been a bit better first. It definitely would have been better with Justice League.
Well, because they're trying to throw way more stories into one movie instead of focusing on one story.
Sure,
That's
but
the issue. So here,
but
I'm hoping
that's
that
why
they run into
that's
that.
3 hours plus, and we're gonna get studio pressure again to get it to like under 2 hours. It's gonna be shit.
No, I think you'll get a nice novel here. I think you'll get a longer movie.
You can't tell a good movie in 2 hours.
You can't anymore. Like people are shocked when it's under 2 hours. They're like, "What? This is not a movie now."
No, I would say most of the
concise
Marvel
and
stuff
it
outside
has-
of Avengers are 2 hours.
No, they're usually over 2. 2 hours and 5, 2 hours and 10. They're over 2. They're not under 2.
Okay, but it's closer to 2 than 3.
It is closer to 2 than 3. Yeah,
Like you should only need 3
yes.
hours for the ensemble movies. Like there's
Oh,
no need.
Yeah.
There's no need for a 3-hour Batman v Superman movie. That's
No, 2.5
dumb.
though. I can see a 2.5. 220. That's where I bet they come in at 220, 230. I don't know.
I mean, if you retread the Batman origin, yeah, I guess you need to,
because
we need to see, Wayne and Martha fucking die again for the millionth time.
Yep.
Well, if it follows a long Halloween, you won't see it. So, no, I guess he does have there is a moment.
I swear to God, if we see the fucking death again,
that's why it's okay. That it's been a
there's
while
gonna be,
there's
gonna be a flashback again.
We can
There's
wait.
gonna be a flashback.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna.
I forgot that does have there is a flashback where he gets sprayed by Scarecrow and he remembers that moment.
Yeah. There's yeah, that's right. There is. There's Black Adam. I think they'll get the preview for this, trailer for this.
I keep forgetting that that's happening.
That wrapped too. So
Black Adam wrapped. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Black Adam.
I don't know. The Rock is gung ho about it, man. That's always a fun thing.
Gung ho about everything he does.
Yeah, he's gung ho about everything he stars in. He wants.
But that's
money,
always why
man.
everything he does is fun because he loves what he does.
Yeah, no, it's good.
No, I'm not disagreeing with that, but like, I mean, he would have been fucking ecstatic about anything, even though shit.
Sure. Okay, I'll give you that one. Yes, but at least you know it's going to be a fun movie because he loves what he does. Like he loves being in movies.
Is it? You've seen every Rock movie. You've seen every Rock movie.
I believe I have. The Rundown, right? Is it The Rock? That was The Rock,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the Standing Tall?
Walking Tall.
Walking Tall. That's it.
Walk Tall.
Walk Tall.
I didn't see that one.
I think I have seen
you see the one where he like has
Except
one
for the
leg.
I
one
haven't
leg
seen the
Die
Jason
Hard.
Statham movie with him. What's that?
Do you see the one where it's his one leg Die Hard or whatever? When he's like in the building.
Skyscraper or something like that.
Skyscraper.
Amputees.
I have not seen that
What
movie,
is
and
that?
I have not seen.
I don't think it's called Skyscraper. It's
not
called
seen-
something like that.
No, I know you mean. I think it might be Skyscraper. He might be right, but I haven't seen that one, and I haven't seen the Fast and Furious spinoff. I haven't seen those.
What?
It is called Skyscraper.
Okay.
All right,
I told you. I
hold
think
on.
it's
Chip,
right.
Have you seen Rampage?
Oh yeah, I
I guess I
forgot that
haven't.
happened.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
Okay.
Wait, no, I haven't
It's
seen that
on
one. I have not seen-
HBO. It was on HBO.
Have you seen Central Intelligence?
Yes. Ha.
That good.
Take that.
Anne Hathaway, is she in that one?
San Andreas.
San Andreas. Oof, that was rough.
Baywatch.
No, I
I
can't-
know that movie's not good. I know that movie's not good.
Yeah, but I think I watched it on a bet. I've seen some of that movie.
Hercules?
I've seen Hercules,
Journey
unfortunately.
2.
Scorpion King.
I've seen
Oh,
that.
wow.
Yeah, of course, I've seen that one.
Pain Game.
The only
G.I.
movie
Joe.
you
I'm going
have
back here and seeing.
the only one you have mentioned that I have not seen, Tony, is actually Skyscraper so far.
I mean, I don't know. He
Wait, he
just
was
looks
in-
like he's doing a bunch of shit.
He was in Gem and the Holograms.
Okay, I haven't seen that either.
Scorpion. That was not a fucking good movie.
It was a terrible movie, but no, it was terrible, that one. G.I. Joe Retaliation I saw, Snitch, Journey to the Mysterious Island, all the Fast and Furious movies.
I mean, basically, there's the Jumanjis and Fast and Furious kind of is like his thing now.
I've seen so much. The
He's only
Tooth
in a
Fairy
couple
I've seen.
Fast and Furious movies.
I've seen the Tooth Fairy, I've seen the other guys.
He's kind of I mean, I'm not up to date on the Fast and Furious movies, but I kind of feel like he's carrying them now.
He was in Get Smart.
He hasn't been in the second. Like, that was that's the Anne Hathaway movie.
Him and Vin Diesel have been having beef. That's why he got bumped out.
That's right.
Yeah. I think they said he's done, so he won't be back.
Well, they're done with the next movie anyway, so
Whatever.
Yeah. So all right. What else? What else in the news?
the FFEU.
The what?
The
Yes.
FFEU.
Yeah. Well, we do have Megan Fox being cast in the latest Expendables, right? She's in another one of those.
So
She
fucking
gonna-
weird, man. Like, I
Is
thought
she
she
going to take
disappeared.
Charisma Carpenter's place?
I guess she's. I mean,
only in the first Expendables as Jason Statham's girlfriend.
Here's the thing. I don't know about you guys. Like, I thought Expendables 1 was like, okay, this is a fun romp. Like,
I
just
thought-
a bunch
I
of
gave
action.
Expendables 2. I gave Expendables 2 leeway for that same reason, though. And then I'm like, eventually, I know where you're going with this.
Is
Go-
there
look,
more than 2? There's like
There's
a third
third.
one.
There's 3.
I
I never
saw the
watched. I
third
never
one.
watched
Even this, like the first one, it was a novel. I was like, hey, that's cool. And then the second one, I was like, oh, because they got in more actors that, like, you know, they just happened to
Give
miss
him
the
a
first
couple
time. Right?
more. Yep.
I was like, that's cool. And then the third one, I was like, nah, this is too much, man. And it's like, that was a long time ago. I don't even know when
Yeah.
Expendables 3 came out. But
It had to be in the 2010s.
yeah, 2010s. I'll look it up right now real quick.
20
But like
teens.
Expendables 3, 2014. 2014.
Yeah.
So it's like we're 7 years out, 8 years at least, maybe 9, close to a decade when this the fourth one's gonna come out. It's like, I'm sorry, you're old as fuck now. Like
Yeah,
it's
but-
not action
No.
anymore.
When you're in your 60s and 70s, 7 years is nothing. It's all the same. You're just old.
Ah, man, I don't know. Like unless they use like the Disney like de-aging CGI. Like I don't want to see. No offense, I don't want to see Sylvester Stallone as an action movie because I'm not gonna buy it. Like I'm just not.
Yeah, no, I that's why it's interesting that they have Statham. I guess he might. I thought he was kind of taking the reins
I
of
mean,
it.
is he like 50 by now yet?
Probably.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he is. I
54.
know that Stallone's probably like 70, so it's like you got to take the reins from these guys.
No, the
Stallone
Stallone.
75.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, Grandpa, your knees definitely don't work.
Dolph Lundgren's up there. I mean, they're
Yeah.
all they're
That's good,
80s
though.
action movie stars. That's the idea. Like it's
That's what's
been
fun about it.
40 years since they were action movie stars. What?
And it's believable.
It's not believable. Not at all.
It
I'm
was
just-
believable in the 80s.
That's the idea.
Have you seen those movies?
Yeah, I
There's
saw those. I'm just saying, by now, like, okay, seeing Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone going at it in the 80s and 90s would have been cool. In the
Yes.
2020s now, no. Like, I'm just being like, you guys are fucking old. We're taking
movies that should have existed 30 years ago. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
I think.
But like I'm saying, the first two were fine. Like just do that and you're done. Like, why were you revisiting this? Like, the third one
Yeah.
was not good at all. Like,
No,
any sorts of-
I didn't see it. I didn't see the third one.
no, I never watched the one either, but I know the second one was fine. I just never ever had any drive to watch any movies past that. Cause I'm like, I'm done with this. I'm good with this now. I've gotten my fill.
You know what's fucked up about this, though, too, about Megan Fox being there? Because at age 35, she is the female equivalent of being as old as them. That's what's fucked up.
She's like
She's
running
like
backs in the NFL. You're after 30, you're basically ancient. So
Yes.
She's a relic from the past already.
Yep.
I would
Right.
argue that a little bit.
I agree with it. You have different times, different people, and she's
No,
out.
I'm saying for like women, it's different because women can like it's mostly makeup and wardrobe with them. Like again, I'm sorry. Do you want to see Sylvester Stallone or Arnold Schwarzenegger topless right now? Like
Yeah, if they take that HGH again and they look good.
okay, so if they
It'll be
take
fun.
steroids again, if
There's
they take
no
steroids
way
again,
you
like,
weren't on steroids for the first two movies. Like,
no, I'm not disagreeing with you, but even on steroids, I wouldn't want to see him at fucking 70 years old. Like,
no, you'll be there someday, God willing.
I
So,
know
yeah,
I'll be there, but
you
I'm
wanna
not going to be an
able to-
action star. Yeah, I'm not going to be like, yeah. Time to get the band back together one more time.
Maybe you'll be able to in like 2050 or whenever.
Well, if science advances that far, then I'll eat my words. But until then, I stand by that. I don't want to see Sylvester Stallone as an action movie star.
All right. All right. I think that's it for the news. We're set. I mean, that's gonna wrap up this episode of the Moviecast. You can write us all.
They really should just call it the Dependables, right? At this point.
Yeah. Yes. The artist write us Dependables. All right. Thanks for listening. Thanks for viewing. Write us allyoucangeek@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter, allyoucangeek. Like us on Facebook. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that subscribe, hit the like button. We'll see you guys. We're out.